This clip is going to deal with young juvenile members in a club and show how to add their parental details. So we're going to take two juvenile members, and add them. So I've clicked here on members in the top left, and I have some members here that I'm going to work with. So the people I'm working with are called Young. Their surname is Young. So I'm just going to sort the actual data in reverse order, so they'll appear at the top of the screen. So here I have a juvenile member called Joe Young, and I have another juvenile member called Sean Young. So I'm going to take Joe Young first, and I'm going to say that Paddy Young is his father. So to do that, if the data isn't already in place, you go into the individual's record, Joe Young's record, by clicking on it. And when you're in there, there's an opportunity to add parental details, parental or guardian details. So here you see it, and you just tick the box, and as soon as you tick the box, it opens up another record below Joe Young. So I have to first of all search for the surname Young. When I do that, as I search, it automatically starts to filter the records that meet the condition. So as I type Young there, it found, or typed letter Y rather, it found anyone who's a Y in their name. And then as I typed YOU, it just narrowed it down to the possible parties that could be relevant. So I've said Paddy Young is going to be Joe Young's father, or his guardian. So there Paddy Young appears. Okay, Paddy is the parent, and down below him, here in the screen, is Joe's record. So all I have to do now is just confirm that Joe's father is Paddy. And if I had chosen the wrong person, I would just click remove up here, and it would reverse the process. So if you choose the wrong parent or wrong guardian for a child, it's up above the parent that you can remove the parent as the particular child's guardian or whatever. So Joe is the child, Paddy is the guardian or parent, and to save that and link those two together, you just have to click on the save button down here in the bottom. So when I've done that, and I go in to Joe's record next time, you'll automatically see that Paddy appears. So up in the top it clarifies for you who Joe Young is, but Paddy's record is appearing first, and down below is Joe's records. So that's the parent details and the member details. So that's how to add or associate a young juvenile member with the parent who also happens to be a member of the club. So that's the important thing. If you have a child and the parent is already a member of the club, the way I've just completed the membership is the way to go. Now if you take this other character here, we'll say Joe Bates. Okay, we'll say that Joe Bates's parents or guardians aren't members of the club. And in that case, it's a slightly different approach. Again, you tick parental details, add parent or guardian details. But this time, whereas I searched for Young in this box the last time, on this occasion I ignore that and I go to the row immediately below the blank text box and I search for the person. So if I can't find the person, I can click here to add them. And when I click here to add them, it gives me two choices. It gives me a chance to add the person as a contact or as a member. So if I'm enrolling a parent and a couple of kids, I would be putting, if I put on the kids first, then I could put on the parent now as a member. But in this case, I'll assume that I want Mr. Bates to be a contact rather than a member. So I'll call his name. I'll give his name Tom Bates, and you don't have to give his address. You don't have to. You don't have to give his date of birth rather. You have to give the first line of his address. So I'll just I'm not sure how this matches the address on the system, but for the child, but not to worry. So you'd give the address and you'd give a phone number. So the phone number I've entered in there, if it's a mobile number, is incomplete because I have 7 digits, but I've left out the 85 or the 86 part of the phone. So when I do this, and I save Tom Bates, Tom Bates will now be saved and associated with Joe, the child, but Tom is a contact, not a member. So therefore we don't see Tom Bates appearing here in our list. We see Joe appearing on the list, but we don't see Tom. we want to find Tom, we can search under contacts and members. So just hit the drop down list there above them, hit contacts, and if I just hit search, okay, currently what's visible on the screen are the members, but I need to hit the search button and it'll display anyone who's a contact that isn't a member. So here we go. There we have a number of contacts, P. Adams, and this person, Tom Bates. So that's how to associate a child with his or her parent or guardian. So the two possible cases are, one, where the parent or guardian is already a member of the club, and you just associate them with the child, and make sure you save it. And the second case is where the parent or guardian isn't a member of the club, and therefore when you add the parent or guardian, you store them as a contact. So that's the end of this process on parental details.